Here we have a pre-owned 2018 Volkswagen Atlas. This one comes in the SE trim level in tourmaline blue metallic. And then we have the Shetland beige VTEX leatherette interior. The powertrain consists of a 3.6 liter naturally aspirated V6 engine, made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission. This one has a little over 92,000 miles on it. To the front end here, we do get our LED headlamps along with our LED daytime running lights, halogen fog lights. The lights don't flash like that. That's just how my camera's picking them up. But ever since this came out, it's just a beautiful SUV, and the LED lights really help bring that out. 21-inch alloy wheels here. We get passive keyless entry on all 4 doors. Power door lock controls are here. We get one-touch up and down windows on all 4 doors. Rear window lock there. Power mirror controls. Those are heated. And then we do get blind spot monitors in the side mirrors as well. Power lift gate. I like the trim there. It actually looks really nice, especially with the Shetland beige. Hood releases there. Headlamp controls are here. You can set it to auto. Pull for the fog lights. Little storage tray there. We have a tilt telescoping steering wheel. Control that manually. And then here's our power driver's seat with 2-way power lumbar support. Now I do want to give a huge thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Atlas today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click on that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever pre-owned vehicle you might be interested in. But I have this front seat adjusted for someone of my size, being 6'3" with longer legs. Room back here is absolutely incredible. Seat back pockets on both sides. And then your rear AC controls and all that are there. Vents are there. 2 USB-A ports and a 12-volt down there. And there's a look at the front from back here. Now, one of the reasons, if you look at this seat, there's so much space here because it's really easy to adjust this seat to make it fit taller people. The seat is actually pretty long from bottom to top, and that just makes it easier to take up less space, if that makes sense. So, very impressed by the overall space in the vehicle. Let's go to the back, see if I can fit back there. All right, so third row, not the best, but honestly pretty solid. I mean, the new Tahoes, I'm talking about the 25 Tahoes and Yukons, I have about this much legroom, maybe a bit more. But for this to be in an Atlas, that's just incredible. They just really did well making space back here. There's your 12-volt there. So let's go ahead and make our way to the actual cargo space. And another thing I want to touch on is, I don't know why everybody doesn't do this. Sunshades, when you have infants and toddlers that are napping, are crucial. I have a 22 Pacifica hybrid that does not have that feature, and it just makes road tripping that much more difficult. But child lock, stick a key or something in there, you can turn it. And these 21s actually look really good on this. They don't look too big. And there's your back end there. Dual exhaust. Hit that too many times. But with the power lift gate, again, crazy amount of space back here. And then you can just pull that up and that'll fold flat, and then you could just pull this latch to get it back into place. But that's the difference with the third row folded down and with it up. So tons of space back here. Top tethers on the back of the seats themselves. I love the storage pockets on the side. You get it on both sides, and that's just really nice. And then your spare is going to be underneath there. A fuel tank right there. And then to the rear passenger side. When the seat's up far enough, that'll fold flat. And pretty easy to lock it back into place. And then here we have our 4-way manual front passenger seat. Lockable glove compartment here. We still have the owner's manuals, and then your CD drives here, SD card reader. And then I love that you have storage compartments for your SD card reader as well. You can hold up to 4 separate SD cards in there. Now as we come back around to the front, again, you get a 3.6 liter V6. I'm going to show off the turn signals. Now there's the back end there. So that's just a halogen bulb. But you get LEDs in the side mirror and also on the headlamps. But let's hop in the driver's seat here. Nice leather wrap steering wheel. And I'll just start here because this is what I was fooling with earlier. You have tri-zone automatic climate control, so you get the automatic climate for the front. You have your knobs down below, and then you can sync pretty easily here. But fan speed can be adjusted. You have a sync button here. The menu actually pulls that up, and then you have your 3-stage heated seats for the front. You can choose fan direction here. But I like how easy it is to kind of get this going. Just many different ways that you can configure your AC. Now for audio, we do get AM, FM, XM, Bluetooth, aux input, again that CD drive, the SD card reader, and then those USB drives as well for CarPlay and Android Auto. So to go through the bands, pretty easy to do that there. If you want to save a preset, just hold right there, and you'll get that little ding to let you know it's done. And then hit this car menu here, and then you can see your driving data, energy consumers, and all that. And then the vehicle status is pretty cool too. Lets you know you need to replace the key battery, things of that nature, tire pressure monitor, and all that. And then this menu here, you kind of have an easier way to go through everything, including the settings. Units of measurement can be changed there, each thing individually. And then if you need to change your language, there are your options. So I mean, there's actually quite a lot in there without it seeming like very overwhelming, which I like. Backup cameras here, the guidelines follow you as you turn the steering wheel. Hazards are down here, auto stop toggles there, that USB port 12 volt, and then the aux inputs right there. And then to shift the 8-speed, grab this lever, reverse neutral drive, and then you can come over here to manually shift there. And it'll show you what gear you're in the digital part of the gauge cluster in that upper right hand corner. Electronic parking brake, pull up to engage, hit the brake, press down to disengage. Center console cubby space, pretty good for the segment again, with the other USB-A port there. Sunglasses holder, ginormous. And then your SOS and whatnot's there. Your lights are here. And there's a look at the back seat from up here. And there's your vanity mirror. And then back to the steering wheel. Blinkers are here. You can fool with your driver assist settings here. Just pull that button up, and then you can use this to go through and kind of check and uncheck everything if you want to. But high beams are there, and then you can flash here. Blinkers. Intermittent wipers are on this side, so one time off, intermittent low, high. You can adjust that intermittent frequency there, and then your rear wiper right there. Pull up there for the front fluid, and then push all the way back for that rear fluid. So that could be a bit cumbersome, but once you get used to it, it makes sense. Now for the cruise control, turn that on there. Adjust the gap for the adaptive cruise there. Set the speed, set, resume, volume down, volume up, track list of radio station presets, voice recognition. That's your Bluetooth phone button, and then again, For this goes through your submenus. And then within each submenu, you can scroll through the available options. So let me show you an example. So vehicle status, we can see those two notifications are there. Push button start. Finally, here's the key fob. And then we do get remote start here. But next, let's go ahead and take this 2018 Volkswagen Atlas out on the road for a test drive. So starting the test drive in this Volkswagen Atlas here, this V6 has a ton of power. Just barely putting my foot down, it's ready to go. So very strong engine. And the 8-speed shifts pretty nicely, again, for this to have the kind of mileage it has, not feeling any rough shifts or anything like that. Not saying that I should be impressed by that, but for a Volkswagen, it's nice that nothing is going crazy here with this kind of mileage, especially an SUV. I'm gonna put it in manual mode, come to a stop here. Here we go. So yeah, I mean, it's got power, definitely. Very strong V6. So we have the cruise set here, 75. And I mean, the ride quality is very nice. Pretty smooth coming down the road here. And again, for this to have 21-inch wheels, that is impressive. That something rides this smoothly with these kind of wheels on it. But I want to give one more thanks to Chevrolet Buick GMC of Murfreesboro for allowing me to review this Atlas today. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click on that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever pre-owned vehicle you might be interested in. But it's definitely quick. That burnout was very surprising. Now I did floor it, but my goodness. Now, from a stop, it gets going pretty quickly, but then with the 8-speed, it didn't really want to shift like I was expecting it to. The gears are a little longer from that aspect, but again, from a stop, that was pretty impressive to do a burnout like that. But really like how this thing drives overall. Now this car is priced at $17,500 as is, and I think that's a pretty solid deal here, especially if you keep up with the maintenance on these Volkswagens. That's the biggest thing. They have kind of quirky things that tend to go out on them, but I mean, engine transmission wise, again, so far I'm impressed by how well it's driving. It doesn't seem like anything's up with it. But in terms of the usability, I would take this over a 2018 Tahoe. And the reason I would do that is because you can't really get a 2018 Tahoe for the kind of money that this is right now. You can't find one of these for 18 grand. So the fact that this is, again, 17.5, and Volkswagens, they just have a history like a lot of German vehicles. After a few years, they tank, unless it's like a Porsche or something like that. The values just kind of go down. And I've had several Volkswagens that either my dad has had, I've had, my brothers have had, and those are some of the most reliable vehicles ever. Other than they tend to burn oil. So I wouldn't be surprised if that was an issue here, but not really something that would deter me from buying a vehicle like this. And it's something that you can fix usually. You gotta have a good mechanic, like with any car. But just for the overall practicality of this thing, you have a V6 with an 8-speed automatic, And the space in here is fantastic for something that doesn't feel as big as it is. Like, inside dimensions in here are crazy. So I just think it's a good deal to get one of these. They look great, especially in this blue here. And I really just like how this thing drives overall. Now, for me, of course, I don't know why the value is as low as it is. That's kind of just my opinion. But just from a first impression standpoint, this thing really does quite a bit for the money. Again, with the powertrain, with the tech that's in here for 2018. And I mean, it's less than 100,000 miles at this price point. And again, for me not to notice anything right off the bat, and I just floor this thing down the on-ramp to the interstate, this thing, it's pretty nice. And I mean, the seats, even though they're the VTEX leatherette, still very comfortable, very supportive, and they fit my wider stature pretty nicely. And then just the visibility here is also really good. So I mean, there's nothing I can really complain about with this thing, again, from my first impressions. And that's why this, whoever had it before, put 93,000 miles on it. Why they trade it, I don't know, but so far can't find any complaints. And this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2018 Volkswagen Atlas SE.